What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to yet another video. So if you guys watched some of my other videos before, you guys would know that I live in Florida. And for those of you guys who know about Florida, you guys would know that it rains almost every single day, it seems like. It's not too bad out right now. The car just gets absolutely filthy no matter what I do. And it seems like I'm washing it almost every single video. And a lot of you guys are always asking me like what some of the proper ways to wash your car. And I'm no professional. I do work at Lexus and I am a wash tech there, so I'm always that's literally my job, is I wash cars every single day. But I wouldn't want to call myself a professional in any way. I'm not. But I figured I'd give you guys a video on how to just do like a little basic, you know, wash and wax for any car. It doesn't really need to be anything specific. So what I'll do is I'll get all the stuff out that we're gonna need to start washing the car, and I'll show you guys what's required. All right, you guys, so I got everything laid out that we're gonna need to start off this wash. It's important to have two buckets whenever you're washing your car. That way you can have one bucket just dedicated for soap, and then another bucket for like the dirty water and like all the stuff that's gonna be coming off of your paint. So it's important to have that. Of course, some soap. I usually use the Meguiar's wash and wax, but I had this turtle wax stuff laying around, so I figured I'd give this a shot and see how well it works. Another thing that I'd recommend is that you guys have microfibers dedicated just for the actual paint of your car, and then you guys have like microfibers for like the door jambs and then like the wheels itself. So you never want to use microfibers like that, get dirt and stuff all over them and use them all over your paint. You want to have separated ones for that. And then of course, how are we going to wash a car if we don't have a sponge? So of course we need a sponge. It's better to have one of the hand mitt sponge. I forget what they're called. I had one, but it broke, so I got this little basic sponge right here, and then I use this. This looks horrible, man, but I use this just for the exhaust tips, because they get filthy. They get absolutely filthy. So I want the chrome looking nice whenever I use it, so I just use this. Looks like a mitt at this point. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get some soap and water filled up in this bucket, and we'll get started. So I actually just changed my shirt real quickly, that way I can not get the other one all sweaty. But a quick tip for you guys is if you guys decide to do this yourself, some good times to wash your car between is from like 6 to 8 a.m. or 6 to 8 p.m. That way you guys don't have that midday sun beaming on your car causing tons of water spots. If you guys do it too late at night, all the bugs will come out, and it gets super annoying having to deal with them while you're trying to finish up your car. So that's why I decided to always wash my car early in the morning. It makes it super easy on me. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started, and I'll show you guys what to start off with. To start off our washing process, you want to go ahead and go around to all 4 of the wheels and start by cleaning those off. So we'll get the wheel all rinsed off because it's absolutely filthy right now. And then we'll go ahead and start applying some soap and water. I usually have the tire cleaner like I said, but I'm just going to be using soap and water for today's purpose. I mean, it will work just as fine, I guess. And then you just want to go around with your wheel brushes and just get inside the barrel of the wheel. Never want to forget doing the actual barrel of the wheel as well. And then go ahead and get it rinsed down, and we'll do that for the rest of the wheels. So now I'm gonna go ahead and spray some of this all around the wheel. Make sure to get it inside the barrel too. Get any excess dirt, debris. What I've learned from having these wheels on the car for, I'd say probably like 2 months now, is that I should have ceramic coated them when I put them on the car. You know, that's my own fault. I said I was gonna do it and I never did it, but these things get so dirty so quickly, it's unbelievable. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sponge, dip it in the soap water, and just go along the entire barrel of the wheel and the rim of the wheel. Just get all that excess dirt off. And don't worry, we will go back in around with an actual brush, but for just to wipe the excess debris off, I just use a sponge just to get all that excess dirt off. So now we'll go in with our brushes and just go along all the crevices where we couldn't get it with the brush and get all that excess dirt out. Always make sure to spray everything down afterwards once you're done with the soap. That way nothing dries on top of the wheel and leaves any water spots. Alright, so now that we got the first wheel all finished up and looking good, I'll set you guys up on a tripod and I'll show you guys me doing the rest of the wheels. Alright you guys, so now that we got all the wheels and everything all cleaned off, what we're gonna do is actually get the car itself washed now. So when cleaning off your car, you always want to start on top and then work your way down. It's good to do that, that way all the dirt will run from the top and work its way down the car instead of you just smearing it in. Another crucial thing when it comes to actually cleaning off your car is you always want to go side to side, not in circles like this on your paint, because whenever you do that, it could cause swirl marks and scratches and stuff like that. So it's always important to go from side to side like this and work your way down the car instead of going in circles or going up and down. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get the roof all cleaned off and we'll work our way down the car. So now that you guys have the general idea of how to actually apply soap to the paint, I'll put you guys on a tripod. That way it's a little bit easier for me to actually wash the car, and I'll show you guys how it's done. So now to get to the most tedious part, it seems like, which is the drying process. This always takes me the longest, honestly, but it's good to make sure you do it right the first time, because if you don't, you're gonna leave water spots all over your car, and then this wash was pretty much for no good. So it's really important to make sure you dry the car off properly. So a few ways that I've found of doing this is, of course, using microfiber towels like so. Having a couple of them on hand is always helpful. But another great tool that I've used is a leaf blower. Now, I used to have one of the car blowers to get all the excess water off, but I found that just a leaf blower honestly just works a lot better. It's pretty cheap too. I mean, this was like 25-30 bucks, a garage sale, so I mean it works perfectly fine still, so there's nothing wrong with that. And then it helps get all the excess water out of the barrel of the wheels. Of course, it gets the tedious mirror water spots that always drips down, and then inside the door jamb. So it's pretty helpful. I always like using a leaf blower, so I'll go ahead and get this thing started up. We'll get all the excess water off the car, and then we'll go around with a microfiber towel and dry it off. Alright, we got this thing all started up now. So now I'm just gonna go around to all the different wheels and just blow all the excess water out, and it actually works great. So I'll go ahead and do this for all 4 of the wheels, and I'll pick up the camera. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, you guys, so now that we got the actual body of the car cleaned off, looking good, what I'm going to do now is get those dedicated microfiber towels for the wheels and for the actual door jambs like I was talking about earlier, and going along just drying off all the wheels and stuff like that. So I'll clean off all the wheels and I'll show you guys how they look. Now that the wheels are all cleaned off and all dried off, I'm going to get some of this tire shine and go around the tire and just make it look new. Here it is, you guys. So now we got everything all cleaned up, got the wheels clean, tires shined up. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. How's it look? I'm thinking about maybe pulling the car up into the garage and ceramic coating the wheels, considering I never did that. Like I said before, they get absolutely filthy literally within the first drive of me cleaning them. So I think it's definitely worth me taking the time just to ceramic coat them, that way they don't get so dirty. And then if we have any extra time afterwards, I'm thinking about maybe waxing the car as well. So we'll see where the day takes us, and let's go ahead and get the car pulled up into the garage. Alright, you guys, so now that we got the car all pulled into the garage, I'm gonna do the long, overweighted and overdue ceramic coating for the wheels. I've literally been saying that I'm gonna ceramic coat these wheels for the entire 2 months that I've had them on the car. And it's super overdue, like I said. I mean, from the 1 second of me pulling it back into the garage, I kid you not, they're already dirty again. How is that possible, man? How's that possible? Well, it just shows you that I definitely need to do this. For this chemical, guys, Hydro Slick Ceramic Coating Hyper Wax, I'm pretty sure all you gotta do is just apply it with a microfiber towel. Now, there's multiple ways I know you guys can do this. You guys can do it with the actual like buffing pad, and you gotta go around. It's kind of the same way that you would go about waxing the car as well. But for the purpose of today's video, I'm just gonna use a microfiber towel to apply this stuff. So let me grab some of these towels right here. Sorry, it's a mess, you guys. I know. Grab this applicator pad, and of course the actual ceramic coating itself. I mean, this is really not a hard process. I mean, I just kind of never wanted to end up doing it because I'm lazy, but it's really simple. I'll show you guys how you do it. I mean, it's probably gonna take me maybe 5-10 minutes per wheel, so then I'll show you guys how we go about doing this. All right, you guys, so to start off, you want to make sure you of course shake your product all up, and probably do that for 30 seconds or so, and then you want to apply it to your applicator pad. Now that we got everything shooken up, go ahead and open this up and apply a few drops onto the pad itself, probably like 5 like that. Close this up, kind of just smear it around like this. That way it's all smeared around. You then want to grab your pad and kind of just apply little dots around all of it. Make sure, of course, to get inside the barrel as well, because that gets super dirty from all the brake dust. It's kind of hard for me to do this with one hand, but you kind of just wanted to make sure you got a little layer along all the face of the wheel, the inside of the barrel. You guys get the point. And kind of just want to make sure you got a little layer along all of it, just like so. So the product that you guys use is of course always going to be different. The drying time for this chemical guys stuff, I'm pretty sure is like 30 seconds, but I'd advise you guys leave it on for maybe like a minute or so, just so it can actually adhere to the paint. And then what you're going to want to do is just grab some microfiber towels and go along the entire wheel and make sure you get all this kind of like, I don't even know what this stuff is, like little layer off. So I'll let this sit for a second. I'll pick up the camera once we're cleaning it off with the microfiber. So now that it's sat for a minute or so, I'm just gonna go along the entire face and the barrel of the wheel and get up all the excess ceramic coating wax layer. So this is kind of hard for me to do with one hand. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get as best footage as I can for you guys, but it's pretty much just getting all of the remaining ceramic coating off the wheel after it's dried. You don't want any of this stuff to just sit on the paint. So it's a pretty simple process, nothing too hard. If you're gonna apply a ceramic coating, you of course wanna just make sure that the wheel is of course clean first, or whatever you guys may be ceramic coating. It could be the paint of the car itself, it could be the wheel, it could be like little pieces like this, like your carbon fiber pieces, or whatever the case may be. You just want to of course make sure it's clean before you do anything, because it's not going to adhere well and it's not going to stick on there if the paint is dirty. So always remember that before applying something like this, that way you guys don't waste any product. So I just finished up the ceramic coating layer on the first wheel. Let me know what you guys think. I think it turned out pretty well. So now what I'll do is I'll get some footage of me applying a layer to all the other wheels now. So finally, after months of me saying that I was gonna ceramic coat the wheels, they're finally done. They look amazing. I actually wanted to see how well the ceramic coating works. This is my first time using that chemical, guys, like just ceramic coating that you apply with the microfiber towel. So kind of wanted to just pour some water on this and see how well it prevents water from it staying on it. So I don't know. Damn! I don't know if you guys can see or not. It's kind of hard to tell, but it literally, I mean, besides for it getting stuck in the barrel right there, which I mean, I expect, but this stuff works pretty well. I give it probably maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of random. I hope I could at least helped out one person with how to wash their car and ceramic coat it and stuff like that. Like I said, when I first got my first initial car, I never really knew how to wash it properly. And I was always under the impression that you need to, you know, like pay someone to do it or get it done properly. But I learned my own way by watching other YouTubers and other videos that people had posted online. And you don't really need a ton of money either to get all these cleaning supplies. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find most of this stuff at like Walmart or O'Reilly's, or find it even online too if you're really trying to find a specific product. But you guys don't really need to spend a ton of money to get into cleaning your car yourself. The basics pretty much is just a bucket for soap, a bucket for like dirty water, a sponge, of course, to clean off the actual car, and some microfibers to dry it off afterwards. I would say that's really honestly all you need. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. That way you guys can stay updated on all the content that I'm always putting out. And until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.